It was a horrendous case of dating violence. A young mother was murdered by her boyfriend, who was the father of her 3 little girls. And tonight, extra perspective from the oldest daughter of Mary Corral and Richard Flores, who is opening up for the first time about what happened to her mom nearly 20 years ago. It's the latest episode of the Borderland Crimes Podcast. The body of 20-year-old Mary Corral was found the morning of April 29, 2005, in the home where her boyfriend, 19-year-old Richard Flores, lived with his mother. Her body was wrapped in a sheet and garbage bags left in Richard's bedroom closet.
And so I moved some blankets around, and that was a big bag, so I pulled the bag. It was real heavy. And when I grabbed the bag real good, I felt a foot, some toes.
The forensic examination showed that Mary had been beaten and strangled. She was bound and gagged with duct tape. She had bite marks on her nose. There was a cut to her underarm, but the medical examiner determined it happened after she died, indicating an attempt at dismemberment. Flores was the prime murder suspect, but he was nowhere to be found. They had 3 little girls together, and now they had no mom. The deadly end to a violent relationship was a shock to her family and friends, but sadly, it wasn't a surprise, not even to the neighbors who spoke to KVIA.
You know, we knew that they had problems. Everybody knew they had problems. It's just people don't want to talk. The people don't want to talk because they don't want any problems.
There were police reports. There were other offenses that had been investigated. But she, over time, as many victims of domestic violence do, they make hard choices about staying with the one that they love, the father of their child, not having other options, a variety of things.
Flores had fled to Juarez and was arrested and extradited to El Paso in March 2006. He told detectives during an interview at police headquarters he'd only intended to beat her up that night.
We were wasted, and that's when I told them, when she gets here, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. You don't do anything. You just stay inside the closet and we're going to scare her.
Richard Flores told police Mary Corral had shown up here at his house much later than he thought she would. April 28th was his birthday, and he was throwing himself a house party. But late that night, he said he and 2 of his friends suffocated Mary, beat her, and strangled her with an extension cord.
What a big present, man. And the 2 of them were saying, "Happy birthday, there's your present."
Happy birthday, homeboy. Okay.
After admitting everything to police, Flores said this.
Let me ask a quick question. How many years do you think they'll give me for pulling the cord? You know my story. How much would you give me?
He was convicted of murder and sentenced to 99 years in prison in August 2007. Now, their oldest daughter, Devon Corral, is talking to me about her mom and what she remembers about her.
It's like a little girl, you just want to make sense of like why your mom's not there anymore.
She wasn't even 3 years old when Mary was killed.
I do remember going to my mom's funeral, but I didn't know who was inside of the casket.
Devon has a message for anyone in a relationship that turns violent.
You know, I want like my mom's story to be still known to this day, because it's like this is very common. I don't think people know how common it is. I feel like if they knew what really goes on behind other closed doors, where like some people don't make it, they would leave.
In this episode of Borderland Crimes, the signs of violence that went ignored, how this case helped propel a change to the state's criminal statutes, and the urgent message Devon Corral is delivering in hopes of saving someone from a violent relationship. You don't want to miss this emotional podcast called I Want My Mother's Story Known, The Murder of Mary Corral. You can listen to the full story wherever you get your podcasts now or on kvia.com. And this is the start of Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. If you or someone you know needs help, call the Center Against Sexual and Family Violence. That number on your your screen, 915-593-7300. And we will have a full discussion about prevention and help available on Sunday's ABC 7 Extra after ABC 7 at 10 weekend.